Right, folks.
What's
We
up?
are back, and I'm very excited to announce who I'm speaking with today, Mr. Georgie V.
That's me, baby. Come
Oh
on.
my God, it's been so long.
I know. I feel like when I first I don't know, you should do those live streams with that. I forget his, I feel bad that I forget his name. I'm
Vince,
actually Vince, I'm really hungover. I knew him from his artist name. I kind of forget only because he hasn't put anything
Electric
out.
Fangs, right?
Electric Fangs. Yeah, he hasn't put anything out in like forever, and I don't know why. And I was just like, what happened to him? Or maybe he blocked me or something. I'm not sure. Because
No,
I
I
haven't.
think he went off the grid too, because I haven't seen anything from him in a while. The last thing I heard from him was that he was like stopping the Electric Fangs project and he was doing something else.
Maybe be a lumberjack. I don't know.
Perhaps.
I
But yeah,
hope the
that was fun
best.
with yeah, that was a good time. That was like
That was
what was
like
that early
early pandemic. You guys kept
God.
me sane. You guys were just like going. I was just like, I would be in the chat, be like, "Yo, balls." I'd be like, "Fat cocky."
Yeah, exactly.
You guys love that
Amen.
shit. Come
Yeah, that
on,
was the first time I ever encountered any Georgie V in my
come
life.
on.
Dude, those were good times. Those were good times. And then we just stopped and then he fell off the map. I think he might be in Toledo now or something.
I hope he's doing okay. I really do.
Me too. I
Is
try.
you should
I,
never wish for the worst in people. You know, you never wish for like bad comings. You know.
no, never. I just looked him up on Instagram today, and I looked up Electric Fangs, and there's no
There's
no
already a
trace.
there's already a new Electric Fangs.
Yeah, now we have to befriend them and just start doing live streams with them. I
Oh,
guess
they'd be so confused.
exactly. But yeah, those were great times. But now we're in different times, and
This is a cool
I
setup you got
guess
here.
yeah, just a little podcast bullshit action, kind of like early. It's like the evolved form of the Instagram lives, kind of, except it's not live.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool. Um, I'm digging it. You know, it was Garden Pals, right?
Yes, man.
Come on.
Um, but yeah, I feel like it that you definitely lose something not having it live because the Instagram, like having the chat in there, is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but I feel like just like doing the podcast in itself keeps you like grounded and like not distracted too. You know what I mean?
That's true. I guess
Yeah,
convos,
better
better convos. But
convos.
you've been doing well. You said you're a little hungover,
Did
sir.
I say that? Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. I'm
that's
pretty.
pretty much what this podcast is all about: is being hungover. So
I was like, because you were like, "Oh, when are you not busy?" And I'm like, "Damn, I'm busy like every day this week, and I'm also busy today. Like, I got band practice at like 2. I got a show later in the night, and I was just like, fuck. Do I want to do a podcast? And I was like, come on, of course I do.
come on,
Let's just make
baby.
it. Let's just make it more busy for me.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. I guess it's better being busy than being bored, right? I hate being bored.
I mean, life's only so long. You might as well make it sort of interesting. Yeah.
Might as well do a pod with your old
Old,
chum Kyle.
old chum. More like old cum.
Old cum.
Old
Old money.
cum.
There, that'll be the name
Goo
of this
goo.
podcast.
Goo
Yeah.
goo.
It's like
Baby.
yeah, it's like a cock with a monocle glass on.
And then like baby emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
Goo goo.
We are some well-dressed gentlemen here. I got my button-up shirt on. You got your. We're like in a business meeting
I've
right
got
now.
like
We're talking.
now that you make me look at I got like croissant shavings all over me because I just ate a croissant.
Well, I am a dirty, smelly Frenchman, so I have a soft spot for a good
Oh,
croissant.
I mean it's the best breakfast with with coffee because it's like not too heavy but also not extremely late. You know, it's just like a perfect in between. that you can like. Well, I scarfed it down because I was like, all right, I got like 3 minutes. I was like, I'm gonna scarf this down real quick, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's definitely my favorite thing to house a breakfast sandwich as opposed to like a bagel
Oh
or an
yeah,
English muffin.
I actually I'm an English muffin guy. I think the older
Oh
I get,
shit.
I'm more of an English muffin guy, only because it's so late. And I feel like the older you get, you just get fatter easier. And it's just like English muffin is your best friend when you're older.
Chubby hubby.
Chubby hubby, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I was honestly thinking about if I had a list, I think English muffin would be at the bottom of it. Georgie's about to get attacked by a dog here
oh, you
live
guys
on
want
the
to see that?
podcast.
Wait, hold on. How do I?
Is it a scary pooch?
They ran away. The other one that was barking is gone. This is my neighborhood.
Humble abode. Is this the same place? Yeah, this is the same place
This is
you've
the
been
same
at, right?
place. Yeah.
Yeah, I swore I recognized
my
that
porch.
porch here.
No cushions.
Hardened.
I think a homeless guy took it or something.
Really? You had them and then they just disappeared off your porch?
It's not my couch.
Oh, really?
Someone just moved in and they couldn't fit the couch through the door frame because, like, I guess it was just too large. And they was like, "Fuck it, we'll leave it outside." And then some homeless guy slept on it literally that night, and then took the couch.
Damn. You got a lot of homeless folk, transients
There's
vibing through your neighborhood?
of homeless people around here. It's pretty sad, but I mean, I don't know. That's just what life has done, especially in the city. You know, back in the good. I was gonna say good old days, but that doesn't make sense. Back in the day, the government was just like, let's just like make these people's lives terrible.
Yeah, exactly. And now, well, at least
Now
you did sort of a good deed. They slept on that couch, so you did something solid for them.
I wouldn't kick them out. That'd be wrong with me. You know.
No, yeah, exactly. And you're not trying to like get into a scrap with a homeless person. Their life's already
I've almost gotten scraps. I've almost gotten into scraps because like sometimes because I'm really nice. I'm a really nice guy. You know, I like to think for the most part. But sometimes we're hanging out on the porch. I'm with my girlfriend. I'm with some friends, and like people will say things out loud, and I'll be like, "Hey, sorry, I don't have anything on me right now." And like they'll be like, "Oh, whoa, I wasn't asking you." And I'm like, "Oh, well, this is my fucking house. Get the fuck out of here!" Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, geez, I get it. You're in a bad situation. I've been in bad situation. I've been homeless like 3 times. But it's like, come on. You don't want to be talked to in a way that like you know what I mean. Like, don't talk to someone in a way that you don't want to be talked to. And I get it. They're in a rough situation, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard.
facts.
It's hard because you want to be nice all the time. There's this one time. Actually, this is the funniest homeless person story. It's not really funny. It's funny to me, but no homeless person story is funny, I guess. But I was at like a mini mart, and I was getting some things for dinner, like some rolls or something. And this guy comes in. He's like, "Yo, I'm starving. Can I borrow like $1 so I can get food from the Chinese place like across the street?" And I was like, "Come on, man. I'll give you like $10. No, I give him $5. I think I gave him $5. I was like, "I'll give you $5. That will help you out so you can go and get your food." He's like, "Oh, thanks so much, man." And I was like, "Dude, don't worry about it." Like, because like in my head, it's like, I was like, I've been here. I know what it's like to be hungry. Hey, what's up, Nick? And I ended up going into this Chinese restaurant too, because I think I was picking up like crab rangoons or some crap like that. And I'm in there, and the guy's in there too. I'm like, "Oh, nice, he's getting his food." I was like, maybe he got enough money, and I'm putting in like my order, and he's like getting like loose cigarettes and like lighters, and I'm like, "Dog," I was like, "Are you serious?" And then he's like, he's literally 25 cents short, and he turns to me, he's like, "Yo, you got any more money?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Come on!" mean, dude, in this economy,
Wait, he was buying cigarettes at the Chinese food place?
oh yeah, I live in Philly, so you can do that here. I don't know.
Oh shit. That's
You,
amazing.
you
So
can do that here.
it was like a corner store that had like a
Yes.
grocery. Wow.
So in Philly, 90% of the Chinese restaurants are like practically in some ways mini marts. Like you can buy, it's like a restaurant. You can buy food. You can't sit down, but it's covered in like bulletproof glass between the people that own the Chinese restaurant and like the actual customers.
Wow.
Because I'm assuming like maybe back in like the 70s, someone came in and was just like, it's like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
you put hot sauce on my chicken wings. Like
Facts.
so I feel like too much of that happened where they all kind of came together and they were like, damn, we should all just put fucking bulletproof glass. So that separates us now. And we'll never get to know what they're like. The people that
Yeah,
own the
exactly.
restaurants, that is.
That's the original like social distancing barrier is the
They got it
glass
right.
at like mini marts that so they don't get a gun pointed at them.
They
Well,
don't
I
get
guess they could still get a
blasted.
gun pointed at them, but they just won't get blasted.
Oh yeah, dude. They don't get that pow.
That papa, that heater,
That come on now.
that come on. But like I said, we're here
That's
with
that
Mr.
homeless. I
Georgie
hope I
V.
don't
The
sound like an asshole. Because I feel like I told
there
you.
is there is no S.
It's all right. We're not.
No,
None of us
definitely
are
not.
perfect people. I always love to like see on the internet people are just like, "Come on, how did that person not know better?" It's like, "Oh yeah," and then like literally an hour later, they're like, fucking like spitting on someone's like shoes or some crap, or yelling at someone for budging them in front of like some line, or you know what I mean? Like I don't know. No one's perfect. I hate when people nowadays they try to pretend that they're perfect because we live in this world where it's like if you do something wrong you get yelled at, which I agree at. I agree. If you do something wrong, you should get yelled at, and you should learn from your mistakes. But everyone thinks they're perfect now. It's just like, man, we all make mistakes. We all say things, and that's how we learn. Like we all say things and do things. I don't know. I'm hungover right now, and this espresso bean is getting in my noggin.
Damn. What would you say the rating of your hangover is between 1 being the least and 10 being the most hungover?
Well, I literally just woke up like 40 minutes ago, and I was like, oh fuck. And I had a show last night, and I drank a little bit. So, as of right now, it's a 3 because I'm like still drunk. I'm like
That's
you
the
woke up.
key.
It's like you just woke up and you're like you know you're hungover, but it's so early that you're still drunk. So it's
It
like
hasn't even set in
it
yet.
hasn't even set in yet. So I think when we're done this, I'm gonna just chug water, just like down them, so it doesn't.
That's
I'm also gonna go get a Bloody Mary at 11 because there's
I
this
was gonna
Mexican
say.
restaurant right across the street from me. They sell one of the meanest Bloody Marys. Like it's fucking great. Also mean breakfast burrito. I'm gonna get that too.
I can't say I've ever had a Bloody Mary, but on my worst days of being hungover, I will definitely have a shower beer at like 8 in the morning.
Shower beer, yeah. I think I've done that like twice, and I don't know. I'm not a beer person anymore. That's another thing.
Damn, switched up sides on me?
Yeah, so you
Come
know
on,
how,
baby, come on.
because you know how I was like, okay, I'm an English muffin guy now, because it's like the older you get, you got to like watch out a little bit, you know. So that's for me. Beer is the older you get, because like I used to love bagels. I used to love everything bagels for my breakfast sandwiches, but now I'm like I prefer an English muffin. It's a little bit later, and it's like a French thing, because like the French do everything but smaller. Like
Yeah, they do. Little hands.
Yeah, like they'll eat smaller plates throughout the day, which I respect. And I think the English muffin is the American. Well, not English muffin, but it's like the only thing as American where you can be like, all right, I ate a small, tiny breakfast, where like you don't feel like a shithead afterwards. You don't feel like You gotta you made a mistake. You regret life. Sometimes you eat a big breakfast and you're like, no. You're like, come on now.
Wait, so what can you be caught sipping on any given night there, Mr. George?
Well, here. It's fall. It looks beautiful out. So I try to be a little festive and I drink ciders right now.
Oh wow.
Which isn't that good compared to beer because like they're both like really sugary and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, beer has like the carbs and cider has a bunch of sugars, so it's like not a good alternative. But because it's fall and like the leaves are turning, I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
come
it.
on.
I'm gonna do
Could
it
let it
bad.
slide.
I'm gonna do it bad for this season. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it bad.
naughty boy season. Yeah, I'm still. Last time I got like unnecessarily drunk, we were at the Bills game like 2 weeks ago, and I just really did myself in. That was my last run in with the devil.
No, when was that?
Two weeks ago on the dot today, 2 Sundays ago.
Damn,
Oh boy.
your last run-in?
Yeah, I haven't drank since then. I just felt like shit, and then I just kind of
I'm about to go
now I've
and
just
drink
been
some
hiding in my
water,
house,
actually. Because
about to
like
chug a lug.
yeah, I was just like in the middle of that. I was like, damn, like I'm like fucked up still. This is my apartment hallway. Whoa, Google
There
Gaga.
we go. Up the stairs. This is like a
That's my
MTV
chihuahua.
Cribs.
That's my girlfriend.
Shout out that dog.
What are you playing, Skyrim right now?
No, I was gonna watch the Son of Sam.
Son of Sam on a Sunday in the morning.
Shout out that dirty dog.
Come on.
You got that Brita?
Yeah, but like it's like 5 years old. I don't even know if it works.
So the hangover is setting in, or are you
Yeah,
just?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
My girlfriend says hi.
Hello.
I won't show my girlfriend because she's in her robe, but I'll show my chihuahua.
She's
Dog action.
not into it. Oh.
Dog.
Doug.
I'm Sam.
All right.
Son of
Oh,
Moose.
Oh my god.
It was at 20. I'll put it at 19.
Oh.
Don't turn it on yet.
That boy thirsty.
I had a parching in my throat.
Jeez. But
I need a
yeah,
bloody
I wasn't sure if are you like are you a morning guy?
Oh yeah. So
You are a morning
painter.
guy? Okay, yeah.
So I'm a painter. Like that's my job. To fund everything else, to pay the bills and fund my music stuff, and to fund putting food and ciders down my throat. So that means I gotta wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, like every morning.
Fuck, baby.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But I enjoy it. I love waking up, going outside, and seeing that the sun's still down, and like during my drives, seeing the sun go up. It's actually really beautiful.
Me too. I'm the same exact way. I'm usually up at like 4:35 in the morning. Huge morning guy.
I love it because like in the morning, like let's get one thing straight. The world's pretty lazy. None of us like doing anything, and the majority of us don't like doing anything at all. We rather sleep in, and we're so accustomed to our big flat screen TVs and our Bob's Burgers
And our VHS players.
and our VHS players that we don't want to go outside of our beds, and we're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get my butler and my maid to do all the dirty work while we watch our Bob's Burgers and we eat our fancy Thanksgiving feast and we yell at a homeless guy.
Amen. From the comfort of your bed.
When you're rich, you can yell from your window.
Amen.
Because that's what
Gotta-
happens when you're rich. You have windows.
Got your LCD, yeah.
Yeah.
Got your LCD screen, TV, and your Blockbuster video rentals.
Yes.
Just living a life of luxury. But being a painter sounds cool. Do you like do
fun.
mostly outdoor jobs, or are you indoor painter guy?
So it fluctuates. During the spring is when we start doing outdoors, and during the summer it's like mostly all outdoors, and then during the fall it's like cutting, close. So like by the wintertime we're mostly working inside. Right now I'm working inside in this big giant ass HOA house. This guy's about to hit my car. He didn't. um But yeah, it's chill, like, because it's really cold. And it's like, who would want to work outside right now in the wintertime? Come on. In this economy, forget about it. Forget about it.
And is it mostly in like the Philly area, or you got to drive super far
No,
out?
I
Or?
barely work in Philly. It's mostly like out and about in the suburbs. Those are cool jobs. My favorite jobs are the ones where it's like an hour and a half drive. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in a farm. There's cows out and about. I'm just like, man, this is where I want to live. Personally, I love the city. I love the city. I grew up in the city. I was born and raised in Philly. But I feel like the older I get, I'm more of like a mountain man. Like I just want to live in a small house in the mountains. I want to take my poops quietly. Not aggressive poops. I don't know. I just like
outhouse poops.
Yeah, I want like 2 horses. I want a couple ducks. Actually, give me a bunch of ducks. I pretty much want to be Hugh Neutron from Jimmy Neutron.
I could see you with a farm, being like a farm hand.
I'm a farm guy. Like deep down inside, it's like I love the outdoors, and this is, what I love about my neighborhood is that there's so many trees and stuff. So I get that a little bit, that outdoorsy thing.
Yeah, you're flirting with it.
I'm flirting with it, but I'm not there yet. So it's like, maybe when I take all my money out in crypto in 2 years, I can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, are you like a billionaire from
No. I have made some money though. This year, I started doing crypto this year, just like a lot of people. With the Dogecoin, I started in February. And I was putting like $5 like every couple days. And in the height of it, Dogecoin back in May, I had like $3,000 and I didn't sell because I was like, I didn't know anything about crypto and I didn't know how it worked. And I was like, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna be rich. If it goes to $400, I'll be a millionaire. And now I know that Dogecoin will never go past like, not that it never will, but the likelihood of it happening is very slim, going past like $10. Like it's, or even 5 or 2. Like
damn.
But I ended up selling it in September for $700. Biggest mistake of my life. And but I learned a lot about.
Spike up after that?
No, it didn't. It's still like chilling. I ended up putting that $700 into Sheeb coin, and like last month it was at like, I had $4,000. The $700 turned to $4,000, and I was like, whoa. I didn't take it out because I had the same ideals. I was like, oh, it's gonna keep on going. I'm gonna be rich. And I saw it going down. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it out while I have one, because like it went from $4,000 to me making $2,000. And I was like, I'm gonna take it out now before it goes back down and I fucking shoot myself in the head. So before I lose that $700. And I ended up taking it out at $2,000 and gave myself a tiny $300 cut, which came in kind of handy because it was my girlfriend's birthday 2 weeks ago, and I ended up spending like about $300. So I was like, fuck, just like dinner,
got
flowers,
her that fresh DVD player. Yeah.
I got her that cockle sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was really expensive.
Those things ain't cheap.
Yeah, because in the city, the cockle sandwiches come with like homemade butters and stuff. It's expensive, but I reinvested it into another crypto that I think is gonna pop up soon, and I already made like $400. Like I put in $1,000 into it, and I put like a couple $100 into other stuff, but I was like, this one like I think it's gonna pop off, so I'm hoping it does. There's no like hype to it yet, but it's like for me, it's like I think there'll be hype to it. But my $1,000 went up to 1,400, so I'm hoping.
There we go. Road to a milli, baby. A milli.
Come on, I just want enough that I can just fucking buy a nice pickup truck, and get a nice mountain house, and fucking buy a gun and get a bunch of ducks. No, I want an army of mice.
You trying to get that F-150 life?
No, I'm 5'2". If I get an F-150, people will judge me. They'll think like, "Oh, what are you compensating?" I'm like, "No, I have a big cock. I'll get a Ford Ranger."
Ford. I like a Ford Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, or a Toyota Tacoma.
A little something light.
Something small, something nice. You know.
I've got a very important question for you.
Also, I would
here
get a Jedi Starfighter, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty advantageous.
Yeah.
But complete non sequitur here. Did you have a favorite? Well, we were speaking about food earlier. Did you have a favorite school lunch?
Oh.
Loaded question.
Yeah. So I went from kindergarten to 8th grade. I went to a private school. Because my dad was like, I don't want my son. Because my dad's from a third world country, and he came here to be a carpenter and stuff. And I mean, he was a carpenter there, but he made a lot of money here. Anyway, long story short, his life got fucked up, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because you're spending all your money on this. So I ended up going to a public school.
Well, did they have that grubby grub at the private school?
No, so private school you had to bring. It was a Catholic school. You had to bring in your own lunch, and so I used to hate everything my parents made. I was like, my parents would make like these weird like tomato. It's actually really delicious now. I don't know. I just thought it was weird because all my other friends were eating like bologna sandwiches, and I was like, whoa! And I'm like, why do I have like weird like tomato sauce chicken sandwiches? I don't know. But now that I think about it, I'm like, oh man, I miss that because like I haven't had like a parent's cooked meal in like almost a decade, And as I get older, I'm like, fuck, I don't think I'll ever have that again. And it's one of those luxuries that you can only imagine the taste. Like, when you go to a different country and you drink their milk,
Yeah, that bag milk.
that bag milk, exactly.
Mama's milk.
I got some milk in me. You want some milk in you. But in public school, I was very fond of the chicken tendy platter with the French fries.
Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. Tell him.
I would go in. I'd be like, Mrs. Lunch Lady, will you give me the biggest platter you have? 3 scoops, please. And they would do that. They'd be like, shut the fuck up, you fucking little bitch. And they'd give me the platter. I'd be like, you idiot. This one time, I paid for my lunch, and the lady gave me back the money that I gave her 20. She gave me back the 20 and gave me another 20. And I was like, whoa, weed money.
What the fuck?
I was like, I'm buying a gram. Yeah. I was like, I'm buying Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Nintendo Wii. Yeah.
Nintendo weed. Hashtag
Nintendo
420.
Weed. Yeah, that's gonna be a system soon. Once like weed is like chill and the world is like stops being like up everyone's asses. All those conservatives, they want everything to stay the same. Yeah, once that stops happening and weed is like drinking water, it's that normal. Though Nintendo will capitalize on that and make Nintendo weed. They'll do it.
Is weed legal in Pennsylvania?
It's legal medically. Like, if you have a medical card, you can smoke it all you want. But like, for the most part, is mostly, at least in Philly, like if a cop sees you with it, they'll just throw it out or something, or you won't get really arrested unless it's like a certain amount of weed. Like, if it looks like you're selling, then they'll like put handcuffs on you, I guess. Which is, I don't think that's right. But it's getting there. It's slowly getting there. Because when I was a kid, you had a gram on you, you were like, El Chavo or some shit. Whoever that
El
is.
Chubbo.
El Chavo.
Yeah, exactly.
El
Yeah,
Chavo de
fucking
Ocho.
facts. So you're more of a weed guy or a booze guy?
When I was, well, I just want to say real quick, I feel like I didn't finish the last thing. Chicken nugget platter,
Oh, yeah.
honey mustard, Old Bay seasoning on the fries.
Damn, your school had Old Bay seasoning like that there?
Oh yeah, we thought we were fucking like Boston or something. Like,
Yeah,
it was.
where the fuck did you go to school at?
I went to the suburbs, so I went to private school in Philly, and in the suburbs later on. And then I was like, I want public school because that ass be juicy in public school. Psych.
Yeah, that chicken be tender. I had the chicken tender platter, but it just came with like a really dry kind of roll. And we had like barbecue sauce. That was about it. Barbecue sauce and then the watered down
Wait,
hot
where
sauce.
are you from again? Maryland, right?
Niagara Falls, New York.
That's in Africa, right?
Oh, yeah. Up north.
Niagara Falls.
No, I think Vince was from Maryland.
Yeah, Vince is from Maryland. Niagara Falls. That's not too far away from me, right? That's like probably like a 4-hour drive for me. I
Yeah, I don't
Philly?
know. Maybe, yeah, probably maybe like 6-ish. Who knows? Depending on how you drive. I drive nice and slow. Drive 30 miles per hour.
I when I was younger, I would always take the highway. I'd always take the fastest route. But now
What the fuck was that?
don't worry about it. Oh my god.
Nicholas!
Hey,
Oh,
how are
hey,
you?
I don't know why they just did that.
That's all right. Don't worry
They
about
love
it.
you like that.
Oh.
Must
Oh,
love.
Oh yeah, I'm in the middle of a conversation. Yeah. It's nice seeing you.
Amen.
Philly life. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, double dogging. Dual wield.
Double dogging like my cock.
Yep, amen. 2 dogs, 1 bun.
But yeah, now that I'm older, I strictly only take back roads. I'm like Apple Maps, take me the long way, the luxurious way, because you see some cool shit. You'll drive down some nice fucking countryside, and you'll see like one deli in the middle of nowhere. And you're like, damn, they definitely make a mean ham sandwich. Like, you know what I mean? So you gotta live for that shit.
Sam Hanwich.
It's just ham, mustard, and American cheese, or provolone. If you're feeling
America.
spicy, provolone. God bless America.
Yeah, I love a good backroads drive too.
Always doing the backroads drives. You never know what you're going to see. Never know.
100%. Oh my god.
But I feel like there's a question I didn't answer from you.
Well, the chicken tender, we had that covered. Did you guys have some kind of turkey with gravy sauce platter meal option?
No, I think you're too far up north where you're getting basically disco fries at that point.
What
Maybe
does that mean?
I don't know. I feel like the hangover's kicking in.
Boy.
It's getting to the point where I'm like, fuck. I'm just waiting for this restaurant to open so I can get a Bloody Mary.
Time for that cider.
No, we didn't get like things like that in high school. We just got like pizza, like pizza slices, French fries, chicken tender, French fries. And if you came early enough in the morning to school, you can get the breakfast platter, breakfast sandwiches, things like that. I want to say we got spaghetti and meatballs, but I doubt it.
Damn,
I want to say
that.
I want to say that, but I doubt it.
That Italian in you coming out.
Yeah,
Holy
no
smokes.
Italian. Come on.
No, we had pizza.
Cockles with the white sauce.
We had pizza, but it was really shitty, like kind of cardboard bread.
Yeah,
pizza.
I mean that's what you get, like in lunch stuff.
No cool lunch ladies either. All the lunch ladies were fucking, I don't know, old bags, I guess.
Yeah, they're always old bags. It's always like a woman that's like she's been through 2 divorces, and like she's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck one of these kids. That's
she's trying to turn around and fucking spit on my tray while I'm not looking.
Yeah. She's like, hope this turns into a baby, and you're like a guy, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
And then,
she's trying to get me pregnant for some reason.
and 9 months later, there's a baby coming out of your penis. You're like, ouch! And then there's like an alien next to her bed, and he's like watching it happen. He's like.
The baby's got a fucking hairnet on and fucking a mole on its lip.
Yeah, and a fat cock.
Oh my god! When your baby's got a bigger cock than you, that would just be. You'd have to just abort the baby.
No, I feel like if you had a baby boy and immediately you saw that had a fatter cock than you, you'd be like, I feel like some dads, they're like, oh, my son's gonna be a football player, or hello. My son's gonna be a football player.
Well, then I feel like if the son's got a huge one on him, then the son automatically becomes the father, and then you switch roles.
Well, that, but also, like I said, like I was talking about, like, oh, my son's gonna be a football player, or my son's gonna be a rocket scientist. Like, I feel like
rocket scientist.
Well, I feel like at that point it's like my son's gonna be a porn star and a damn good one too.
That'd be kind of sick. My son is a porn star. Just freaking J-Mac is just little J-Mac.
As long as he's keeping fucking safe, he's getting tested all the time. Do what you want. Sex work.
As long as he's keeping bread on the table, baby. Amen. 2 strokes for folks.
Fuck.
But yeah, what time's this restaurant open up at? I don't want to hold you for too long.
No, it opens up at 11, and it's like 9:30 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how long do you usually do this? Because I mean, I'm not like in a rush or anything. Like I don't got anything to do until like later in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, yeah, we could just chill out for a little bit longer. I saw you in a potato sack dress recently. What is that about?
So my girlfriend was like, "Oh, our friend wants us to go to the Renaissance Fair," and I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "This was like a month in advance," and I was like, "Okay, like I need to dress up to something." Because like everyone dresses up for those things, so I thought, instead of getting a whole get up and like, going all out, I was like, what's the cheapest option? I was just like, I'm gonna go on eBay. I'm gonna get a potato sack with like a cool logo on the front. Spend $10, cut 3 holes in it so I can fit in, and people are gonna love it. People did, People were just like, "Oh, what are you, Mr. Potato Sack?" And I was just like, "I'm a peasant."
I dig it. Yeah, caught my eye. I haven't been to a Renaissance fair in probably 12 and a half years, but I did go to a Renaissance fair once.
That was the first one I went to.
You see anything of note there?
It's a very expensive thing. Like, I feel like it's like you have to have money to go there weekly or something. Like, it's very expensive. The drinks there are like $10 each. The turkey legs are like $10 each. The potato fucking the potatoes there are like $10 each. No, they're like $5.
Yeah, exactly.
But like everything, like it's like it's all mostly gift shops. You go in there, it's all gift shops. People are just there to buy shit that they don't need. Like they don't need any of it. But because you're in this like world that you're like, oh, this is like how it used to be. You get so like into it and you're like, oh, I need all this stuff because this is what they would have maybe. But really they didn't have much back then. So, because everyone was poor. No one could read. So, I don't know.
Facts. Everybody was ripping that potato sack dress.
Everyone was eating ass because they didn't know.
Exactly.
If you are still doing it now, and I say go for it. I enjoy a good rubber eating.
Yeah, this is a pro eating ass podcast for sure.
Pro eating ass.
Yeah, why not? Knock yourself out. And if you haven't tried it, maybe try it out and you might surprise yourself.
Is it just me or does ass taste like burnt rubber?
A little rubber action.
It tastes like rubber. You would think it would taste disgusting, like poop, but it doesn't. It tastes like
I don't know if
rubber.
when I've done it, I don't know if I've tried to taste it very much. It was kind of just more the
Well,
act of it.
Yeah, it was the act of it, but like deep down inside, you're like, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Exactly. Not that bad, folks. Try it out
Well,
and then get back to us.
I feel like people, they're like, oh, it's disgusting, but it's like, come on, the Europeans invented it. It's normal by now.
It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna bite you.
If anything, you'll just get like a weird stomach virus or something.
Yeah, and you might die.
You might die.
You might get trench foot.
You'll get like salmonella because they ate like raw chicken and they shat it out, and now you're getting the discharge of the raw chicken, and you're getting you're getting like the salmonella fucking baby.
Oh my god, like ass placenta or something.
Yeah.
Got that P dot.
Everyone knows girl poops aren't as bad as guy poops.
Yeah, it's more like a rabbit kind of poop. It's more like just a little pellet.
Yeah.
Very tidy.
Yeah.
Very tidy group of folks. Them women poops.
My favorite thing is going to the women's bathroom and just hearing a loud shit. I'm just kidding.
Put your ear to the wall.
Yeah, I'm just like,
oh,
it's like,
just gotta
drill,
just drilling through the wall. And
yeah, I mean, people with fat asses just like rip the most intense ass airs. They're the ones that are just like the cheeks are just clapping the most. They're like, and it's like boom. It's like
yeah, exactly. It's got
more or something.
Yeah, exactly. There's more to move.
Yeah.
It's like a muffler or something.
How is it over in New York? Is it like nice and cold now?
Yeah, it was actually snowing yesterday, but today it's about 41 degrees. Yeah, it was snowing a little bit yesterday.
Maybe that's why it's so cold here now. Because was that the first snow of the year?
Yeah, it was the first snow yesterday.
Yeah. I'm assuming maybe because it was like in the 60s all during the week, and then yesterday it rained, and it was like kind of still warm, and then I get home from work yesterday at like 2:30, and I like drop a big dump, and then I go outside to like grab something, and I'm like, damn, it just got cold all of a sudden, and now it's like still fucking freezing. So maybe that snow that hit you is making this here in Philly like really cold.
Damn, bro, just ripping dumps. You work on Saturdays?
Yeah. So my work is Monday through Friday, but I work on Saturday from morning to noon just to get like a few hours in, and try to just get that money up, not that funny up.
Damn, bro, that's a bread chaser right here. I didn't know we had the bread chaser on the podcast.
I mean, I got a lot of bills to pay. I got mouses to feed.
I got mouses to feed.
I got mouses to feed. There's so much mice in Philly. It's crazy.
Really? You got to befriend some.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any mice or anything like that anymore. But like when we lived in our old place, we would just be like when we had mice, we were just like imagine like when me and my girlfriend would leave the door, just like a bunch of mice would just do like ring around the Rosie, around my Chihuahua, and just be like. And my Chihuahua was just like, he's like, come.
It's like
just shaking.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Fucking mice.
Yeah.
I feel like Philadelphia is like such a historic old city. There's probably lots of them vintage rats in that city.
Yes. You don't really get them around my neighborhood though. But you see them in like the city, in the subway, shit like that. Like you'll see the rats. You'll see them. I really want this restaurant open. I don't want to hang up the call. I just need a Bloody Mary, and the hangover is slowly starting to BM. Yeah, bowel movement.
Yeah, bowel movement.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll say that to my girlfriend. I'm like, yo, I need a BM, and she's like, stop. And I'm like, why? She's like, bowel movement. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, get out. And she's like, no, bowel move. I'm
Poopy.
like,
I've never had a Bloody Mary. I gotta get on the train.
yeah, so I used to hate them because tomato juice. I was like, ew, drinking that? Like, ew. But I don't know. It's one of those, the older you get kind of things, you appreciate it. Like, I played a weekender up in State College, which is the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, literally in the middle of Pennsylvania. And the Friday night, I got fucked up, played an awesome set, made like $300. It was amazing. I shared the wealth to all my bandmates, and I was like, get whatever you want. It's on me. And then in the morning afterwards, I woke up and I was like, fuck. And my girlfriend's like, let's go to a bar, get a Bloody Mary. And I'm like, fuck Bloody Marys. Disgusting. That's disgusting. And she's like, no, we'll cure your hangover. And I was just like, fuck, fine. And we get to the bar, and I'm hungover. I'm in a foreign place, to me at least, and I start drinking this thing. And all of a sudden, I think, wow, I'm never going to experience a thing like this again. This moment, me being in a faraway place, being hungover, chasing the liquor, and
Chasing that dragon, baby.
chasing that ball sack.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I start drinking it, and all of a sudden I get a little drunk, and I'm like, my hangover's kind of cured, kinda. And I get back home to Philly, and I think ever since that I'm trying to chase that romanticized hangover that I felt. And now it's like I love Bloody Marys because it makes me think of being far away and doing things that I love and being with people that I love,
Mm-hmm. That sacred nectar, that forbidden nectar.
That juice, that blood juice.
You remember those drinks that used to come in a can? They'd be like purple, and it was called juice, but it was spelled with a G.
No.
You never saw one of those before? Oh, you got to look it up. It's like pre Four Loko.
Oh, I'm thinking like Huggies. You remember Huggies?
Oh yeah, for sure. The fruit barrel things that makes your poop like yellow.
Dude, those things were so disgusting. But as a kid, you're like, oh, juicy juice, and you're like, and your parents they were probably like 50 cents each. Your parents were like, just drink it, you idiot.
Yeah, make you fucking shit blood after you drink it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. No one cared back in the 90s. No one.
What do Bloody Marys? They have vodka in them, or what is it?
It's vodka. So for me, my favorite Bloody Mary, if you go out and get one, your first one, I said, vodka, get the house vodka. But if you're feeling fancy, get fucking something nice if you have the money.
Get some of that Grey Goose.
For your first Bloody Mary, ask for the best vodka. Get the tomato juice, get some celery sticks in there, get some fucking olives in there, get some lemons in there, get some fucking tomatillos in there. Just get it all in there. Just, as you're drinking it, as you're sipping it, just crunch on them. Like, and the most important ingredient next to the vodka is hot sauce and horseradish.
Wow.
Horseradish. Hot sauce. Just get some
that
hot
horsey.
Make it spicy, because that's what makes it not really taste like tomato juice. Because you're like, oh, this is kind of spicy, and you're like, wow, this is good. And then next thing you're getting drunk, and you're like, this is spicy, you're drunk, spicy.
Next thing you know, you're drunk at 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, dude, it's everyone
fighting somebody in the bar.
It's just fighting your dog. And you're like,
Yeah.
But I kind of miss that about the good old days,
Fighting your dog.
And yeah, but I feel like everyone back in like the 20s would like immediately wake up and like they would pack their lunch for work and then restock their flask, keep it in there, and then throughout the day just like sip. I feel like
everybody was.
No one does that anymore. No one
wearing,
drinks.
They were wearing like tuxedos back in the day too.
It was
Everybody had on
suits. It was
tuxedos.
like long suits with like the hats, and they'd be like, I don't eat ass. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
They'd be like, this is God's country. Yes.
Brings us back to the monocle point where everybody had a monocle on.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, exactly.
But
Oh,
that's
boy.
that's the one thing I feel like we should bring back. It's just like during the morning, get a nice small meal in you. Drink your water, have your water by your bed, drink your coffee, and then put whiskey in the coffee. Get a little bit, get some courage in you, because that's the thing. Everyone is trying to live this life. It's like going back. You remember I was saying I was like nowadays everyone thinks they're perfect. No one makes mistakes. You need some courage in you, baby. You need some.
Point is to make mistakes. You gotta
make mistakes.
pour up a glass of whiskey in the morning, get a little drunk, go drive to work,
Yes.
fight your boss,
Yes.
and then come home and fucking scream at your wife. That's
and
what
fight your
fucking
dog.
living's all about.
And fight your dog. Just like you and your dog are just like.
Yeah.
No, but
And it's your-
I think so. I think we should all just like put a shot of whiskey in our coffee and just like get that courage juice, because we're all afraid now. We're all afraid. Like we go to work and we're afraid to lose our job, and we're afraid to say that our boss is wrong. And you know what wouldn't make us afraid? A fucking shot of whiskey to be like, shut the fuck up, you asshole.
Yes. They
all
smell the whiskey
afraid.
on your breath, and then you fucking unload a fucking right hook
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, you're just like,
But then, like, talking in, like, old time, you're like, yeah, fucking put them up.
you say. That's what happens.
Put them up.
That's what happens when you open your asshole in front of my face. You see?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, oh my god. So yeah, I feel like that's the thesis statement. The main talking point is just growth. Growth here,
Yes.
Georgie V. You've grown.
I mean, if you don't learn lessons and grow up, what is it? What is there to life?
Gotta bro up.
How old are you, by the way?
I am 23.
23. I'm 26. I don't
There we
look
go.
26 at all. I look like I'm fucking a baby. I look like I'm still like fucking 16.
Yeah, exactly. You're making me look like a pedophile here on the podcast.
But yeah, you gotta learn your lessons. You gotta make mistakes. Just make them. That's my big thing. Just make the mistakes. No one's perfect.
Make them young, baby. Nobody
Shit
wants
on
a
your
fucking
floor. See who yells at
Yep.
you. Just do it.
Yep.
How are you gonna know
Drive
if it's
drunk
bad
to
if you
work.
don't do it? Drive drunk to work.
Fight your boss.
You won't know it's bad until you get pulled over. Just do it.
Kidnap the mailman.
Kidnap the newly born baby that is down the street.
Yeah.
Just kidnap it. Make it your own. Make your own. Teach it. Make it drink liquor. Make it drink a Bloody Mary for you. Make sure there's no poison in it. You use the newborn baby and make sure there's no poison in your Bloody
And
Mary.
then just teach it how to speak some obscure language and not English.
Like Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. Or even something like deeper than that, like the
Spanglish?
clicky language.
Oh, clicky language. What is that?
Yeah, those are
Malawi?
sweet.
Malawi.
Yeah, dude, that shit's dope.
Yeah, I want to go to Malawi.
But-
It's just nice.
But
Shit.
yeah, we could let you go here, but we could definitely have you back on the podcast
Oh,
if
yeah.
you so desire.
Whatever you
this
wanna
was
do.
just because this was just a hoot and a half. We can do this again.
Yeah, just let me
Talk
know.
more.
It was a fun time. I mean, I'm fucking hungover as fuck, and I'm never out and about, just chilling on my porch. I feel like people are just like, who's that guy chilling on his porch with earbuds on his phone, just on this post, But it's me. That's me today. That's me right now.
You're a gentleman. You look like a gentleman right now, and
Oh.
thank you for coming on and
Yeah, Kyle.
giving us some of your time there,
Thank you
sir.
for having me.
I appreciate it.
Let's talk. Let's keep in touch. All right, baby.
Yes, sir.